Hi everybody, Happy New Year 2018. Welcome back to my channel On The Go Makeup with Janet. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an everyday look. I've already done a video on an everyday look, but I'm going to do another one that's going to be a little bit more condensed and quicker. So if you have say only 10-15 minutes in the morning or less, you could do some of this or kind of change it a little bit depending on what the look is that you're going to go for. So I'm going to start in with my complexion today. I already have my face primed. Well, no, I don't have it primed, but I have my skincare on. So I'm going to go in with the Hangover 3-in-1. This product here will prime, set, and refresh the face. So I'm going to start with that. Get it all ready. Okay, and then what I'm going to be using is Makeupforever HD Ultra in the stick here. So this one right here is a beautiful formula. It's great because it gives a decent amount of coverage without feeling heavy on the skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, nose, and the chin area. And I'm going to be using my number 45 mineral powder brush, which is a very densely packed brush, to blend it into the cheek area. So this is very nice because it flawlessly blends. And every day you don't necessarily want to have a lot of coverage. You just want the skin tone to be evened out so that you don't have any redness and so that the skin looks very flawless. And I like using the spray primer because it's such a quick step. It easily absorbs into the skin. Okay, so we have that. Next, I'm going to be using a concealer underneath my eyes. This one is the YSL 24-hour hydrating concealer. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath the eyes, up into the corner of the eyes, anywhere you want to add the concealer to. If you have some blemishes that you want to cover at this point, can also give a little bit more coverage. A little bit more to this side. What I love about this one is it's an anti-crease. You only need a little bit of the product and it goes on very, very quickly, very nicely. So I'm going to be setting my face with the Makeupforever Pro Finish by Makeupforever. And I'm going to be using the Real Techniques brush, this one right here. So this will just set my complexion with the Makeupforever HD stick and give it a little bit more coverage. Okay, so we have that. And then I'm going to be going in and setting with the Laura Mercier. This one right here is the pressed powder. They also have the loose powder too. Just going to be setting my cheeks underneath the eyes too, because I did put that concealer, and onto the forehead. So now we have that. And the next thing that I'm going to be doing is my Hoola bronzer. This is one that I definitely use every day. And I'll be using the Pro Contour brush number 79. So this one right here, it's tapered at the end. I'm going to be putting it onto the forehead. And again, contouring and adding the bronzer. What it does is it just breaks up the complexion so that you add a little bit more color into the face. And that way it's going to look natural. It's going to give you just a little bit more put together feel. And sometimes with bronzer, I don't even bother with a blush for every day. I'll just pull my bronzer up onto my cheeks, and then I find that that's enough color. I also like to bring it down onto the jaw, just to cut my jaw a little bit, and underneath the nose. You could use a smaller brush for this, but for every day, I am about using less brushes, just using the ones that you really need. Okay, so we have the little bit of bronzer. Next, I'm going to go in with my eyes. So that would be basically what I do for my complexion. So I'm going to prime them with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer. And I'm going to be using my ring finger to blend that in, just to warm up the product. Now I know in my other video I did my eyes first and then my complexion. Usually that is the case what I do. However, lately I have been going in with my complexion first and then doing my eyes. So a little bit of a change up there. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Renaissance Modern Ren palette. This is one that I use mostly every day. And I'm going to go in with the Tempera to set what I've just done with my primer here. So this would be the lightest shade in the palette. It's a matte, so it's great to set and get your other colors ready. And I'm just using a small shadow brush. This is the number 15 by Sephora. Okay, so we have that so far. So next I'm going to be going in with my crease color. And for that, I'm actually going to use the brush that came with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So we'll go in with the burnt orange, and I'm just going to add that into my crease area. It's such a beautiful color, warms up the eyes instantly. And the nice thing is for every day, you don't have to use a lot of colors. You can just use a few, and that will just give you that pulled together, polished look for your makeup. So this one here, see, it's a really pretty orange. And then I'm going to be using the fluffy side of the brush to soften that and to blend it out. Okay, I'm going to go in with the red Orchid and put it into the corner. So I'm just going to press that. See how it's a little bit more on the burgundy side. This is what it looks like at this point, and then I'm going to blend that out into the lid, a little bit under the crease, just to soften. Same with this one, blend, blend, blend. There we go, so we have that. Then I'm going to go underneath with my MAC 219 brush. And what I'm going to use is the red shade again, underneath. That just gives it a little bit more of a mirrored effect and pulls the color there. So same idea. I only go about halfway with the darker shade. And then I'm just going to use the fluffy again to blend. And then in the center, I always do like to wear, I'm going to use the Primavera. So that one is more of the golden shade, and I'm just going to press it onto the lid, into the red, and into the burnt orange crease color. Okay, and it gives the eye this effect. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my liner, which is, I'm not sure if I actually brought it here. I think I put it in a different spot this morning. So that's okay. Usually I would use the Kat Von D liquid liner, but I'll go in with a pencil liner for today because that's another thing you can use for everyday eye. So I'm just going to apply that very close to the lash line. And it'll give it, see, more of a smoked effect, but it's very subtle. You want to keep it close to the lash line so that it looks most natural for the everyday. Okay, and just gonna go in a little bit in the corner. A little bit more there. So we have the liner. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using the Dior Show. So this is a nice volumizing, quick dry mascara. Pull that through the lashes. And there we go. So we have some lash there. Now you could add lashes at this point. Sometimes for every day I'll still wear a lash, but you could go like this as well. So if I were to pop lashes on, I would use a fluffy one just like this. Actually, we'll do it on this side. I think I had them in the opposite way because I've worn these ones before. We can So it would look like this, would be the difference. So we'd have the lash, I don't have this glued of course, but just to give you an idea, versus no lash. So again, it comes down to personal preference. Sometimes I find them fun just to add that little extra bit of drama for every day. So we have that, and then finally what I would do is put on a lip. So one of my favorite ones I've been using is the Stay Matte Lip Color by Rimmel London. This one is the 110 blush shade. I'm just going to show you. It's really pretty. It's a matte, but it doesn't feel too drying on the lips, so I love it for the winter time. So very, very natural. Great for every day. And then I'll just put my hat on here, finish the look, because in the winter I do like to have a hat, and then we can see the finished every day. Oh, now that I'm seeing this, we have to do one more thing, brows. So filling in the brows, what I would do for every day is a quick everyday would be using the powder only, not getting into too many products. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia, just going under my brow, using the brush, the angle brush for the brow from Sephora. It is called the number 20. And this is in, the Anastasia color is the blonde. So I do have some blonde in my hair, so I want to lighten up my brows that I had already. I'm just going to go underneath and comb through. And super subtle. So here we have the everyday look. I hope you enjoyed. Questions, comments, please leave them below. If you haven't already, please like this video. Also, love for you to subscribe to my channel. Any suggestions on videos that you'd like to see, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.